talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let us talk. Happy holidays to those that celebrate. We truly appreciate you. The year is coming to an end. I want to say thank you to all postal workers. I want to say thank you to all my brothers and sisters in every craft. And I appreciate what we do as a whole. We all make this clock work together. Now, I'm also a little bit disappointed, and we will get into that in a few minutes. Yes, Jay's a little disappointed in some of my postal brethren, but we're going to get into that in a second. It's sad that I have to report this, and many people may not know, but this is something that just recently occurred. Postal worker fatally struck by a tractor trailer in New Jersey. A U.S. Postal Service employee was tragically killed early Saturday morning after being struck and dragged by a postal tractor trailer near 80 County Road Postal Facility. According to authorities, the incident occurred just before 7 a.m., so it was definitely dark outside, when the victim, a Clifton woman employed at the facility, was walking to work. The witnesses told the media that the tractor trailer struck the woman and dragged her several hundred feet before the driver realized what had happened. Emergency responders arrived swiftly, but despite their efforts, the woman was pronounced dead at the scene. Reports indicate that the over 2 decades-long employee was pinned beneath the vehicle and required extrication, which means they had to cut the vehicle. Yeah, it was pretty bad. U.S. Postal Police and investigators from Hudson County are actively working together to piece together the circumstances surrounding the fatal collision. Listen, now, what does this have to do with all the postal workers? Now, I'm not saying that there's any foul play. I'm not saying that there's any distractions involved. I'm not saying any of that. What I am saying is that I know a lot of carriers are complaining because they're talking about no earbuds and things of that nature. That's a safety thing. All right. I'm not a carrier, but I let you know I am in safety. It's a safety thing. So I show a lot of videos in my defensive driving class of people that are pretty much, it's very difficult. They put 2 earbuds in, you can't hear anything going on around you. You're in the LLV and things are raggedy and the noise and the fan and the heat and everything going on around you. Please, I'm not saying this is what you should do. I'm not giving, any advice in this situation, but if it were me, and I needed to hear something, I would put the earbud in the left ear. That way my right ear is closer to the window. That way I could kind of hear what's going on in my surroundings. Unfortunately, a tractor trailer, those things are very, very noisy. It's cold in Jersey, so I'm sure he had his windows up. And who knows what the circumstances are around it. That's why people tell you that you have to be very cautious as carriers. Y'all have a very, very difficult job because you're dealing with people in the neighborhoods on a consistent basis, and you just never know what's going to walk up around you, from an animal to a child to a human being, full-grown human being. It's unfortunate, but please, can you fathom if you accidentally struck a child and didn't realize it? That's it's one of those things where your mind's just going to go in a different place. So on a safety note, please do your due diligence. I'm not here to preach to anybody, but I know that things have happened. Listen, for the carriers that are going to be voting on this upcoming tentative agreement, I'm curious because I listen to a lot of different other people talking about it. I'm curious as to what the fear may be if you voted no. If you voted no, what is the fear behind voting no? Going to arbitration? Is that what the fear is? Or is the need current and right now? We need this money right now. Is that the current status? Because if you need the money right now, you're not getting the money right now. Just not happening. I explained this before. You're probably, if you voted on it and they counted it all in January, you may see your first bit of back pay in July, August, maybe, if you're lucky. So between now and then, if you don't have the money, what's your circumstance? Your circumstance is going to totally dwindle? Is that what's going to happen? Because the need right now, I need the money right now. We all need the money right now, but you're not going to get the money right now. So what is the difference between voting no and yes? And unconscious thoughts put it one way, and I'm going to put it from my perspective. And my personal perspective is we have complained. I've been doing this for 6 years now. Okay. I've been watching how the Postal Service has kind of dwindled. It picked up. It dwindled. It picked up. And we started changing the whole status of how I operate in this postal channel. And I started going towards changing the culture. Now, everybody agrees that the culture needed to change, from management to the equipment to everything having to do with the post office to our pay. And now people have the opportunity to use their voice, but now people are scared to use their voice. Realistically, I mean, that's what it looks like to me, because what ends up happening is there's a domino effect that's going to occur. You know, obviously our union states, my union, APWU, doesn't base their pay raises off of what the carriers do. But just imagine you accept that right now. If you accept that right now, you have set a bar. So within 2 years, do you think they're going to miraculously change and say, well, we gave them 1.3% over this and it tallied up to this. You know what? Next time around, we're going to give them more. No, absolutely not. The time is now. That's just not going to happen. If you accept this now, do you truly and honestly believe that even with a new negotiator in chief, which probably still be Renfro at the time that you guys are negotiating, even if you vote in a new president, think about that. You think it's going to change? I need you guys. I mean, this is the holiday season. I want you to sit down and really evaluate it. I know the younger people are like, oh, well, we just bounced 2 steps and this is great for us. Yeah, the here and now is good, but what happens later? Do you think the economy's just miraculously going to work off of the little bit of money you make right now? If you're hurting now, does it make sense to accept the little bit now that you're not even going to see until the middle to the end of next year? Does that make sense to you? Because no matter how they twist these numbers together, the bar was at 1.3. That's what everybody keeps saying, 1.3. Oh yeah, well, we got the chart and the chart says XYZ. The chart may say XYZ. Did you read your tentative agreement? And if you did not read that finalized copy of the tentative agreement, then I think you need to reevaluate you. Do not rush through something if you did not completely read it. I said this months ago. Get somebody that has a little bit more knowledge than you to read it, explain it to you from beginning to end, and see if it makes sense. Because if it doesn't make sense, why vote for it? Why vote for it? All you are going to do is set a precedent for the following the following generations. Oh yeah, you got a nice cute bump right now that you will not see. Oh, well, if we do this, it's just going to postpone it. You know what? I'm going to say what a lot of people don't want to hear. So if it postpones it, every hour that you worked, up till right this second, you will get in back pay. You think that when they go to arbitration, they're going to say, oh, well, no back pay? That has never happened. And if they only stick with the 1.3%, you know what they did? All they're doing is just holding on to the money that they owe you till a little bit later so you don't spend it right now. That's the worst case scenario. You're still going to get paid for everything that you work right now, including your back pay, regardless of whether or not you vote yes or no. The money it'll be in their hands. You will get it though. So the question is, are you that hungry at this moment that you're willing to sacrifice your future raises, your future endeavors when it comes to the Postal Service just for a quick lick right now? Let's be realistic. For those that need the instant gratification, there is nothing instant and gratifying about what they are offering. The hardest fucking working craft at the post office. You know, you guys are dealing with people sticking you up for fucking the key, and there's nobody there to help you. You know that there are people on your shoulders barking at you to get out the office that can't carry what you've ever done. No. These are people that are out there shortening your routes and having people with the turnover rates that could not even do what you do dictate your future. And if you accept this now, this means you are laying down for whatever they want to sit there and lube up and shove up your ass, because that's the bottom line. You want to sit here and say, oh, you know what? I'm just so hurting right now that I can't wait an extra 4 months. Suppose that would look, change the fucking culture. At the end of the day, change the culture. Change it. And the change starts with you. Me talking about it means nothing unless you put your foot down and say, yeah, nah, this is some bullshit. I'm worth more than this. My labor is worth more than this. My mental health is worth more than this. Frostbitten fingers is worth more than this. Broken ankles, fucked up shoulders, body is hurting for the remainder of the days you're on this earth. The remainder of the days you're on this earth is worth 1.3%. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. See, Corey Walton, intelligent man, will break down things in a different perspective. Unconscious gonna break things down in a different perspective. I'm gonna give it to you raw. It's bullshit. Okay, bullshit. You came in here. You see people could not do what you do. You deal with the headaches on a consistent basis. You deal with not being able to have a consistent shop steward. It's time for you to change the culture. You need to use your voice today to change the culture for tomorrow. Or just, yeah, I need this right now. Then what? Then what? Then what? What happens if you get it now? Then what? Then what? Oh, the next one will be better. Better how? Better how? Because your value went up? Your value went up? No. It don't make sense. Please, if you are the only one in your household and you're looking at this, find somebody to break it down for you. Please, a neutral party. Do not sit there and make an uneducated decision. Do not feel pressured. Because we've been waiting so long. So you've been waiting so long, all that money's coming to you. And then if you vote no now and then eventually something passes, all that money's still coming to you. Doesn't matter. 1970 is the last time. It doesn't matter. You will get that money. But I need it right now. Look, the way that the world is changing, if What they got? Party City, people losing jobs, UPS, people losing jobs. Every other industry, they're losing jobs. They're not making any money anymore. Please do not accept scraps. That's what it is. Leftover scraps. Leftover scraps. If you truly feel and you look in the mirror and you say, damn, I gotta sit here and bundle up and I gotta get ready to go and face these elements today. If you believe you're worth more than that, make an educated decision. I'm disappointed at those that have said, yeah, man, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just do it. Because those are the people that are gonna hinder your progress in the future. This is JH. I'm hoping this is some food for thought. And I'm out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.